So we got 773 of these hammers to use up. I've been saving these up for a very long time because I missed the last event. And so now we got a ton to open up. I did buy them all out with gems as well. So we got a lot of work to do here because the last time this event came around, I was out of town and I could have done it on my own, but I really enjoy streaming these and being able to post them as videos too. And I wasn't able to do that when I was out of town. So I just decided not to and was like, well, I can just wait until I'm back home next time around, not the end of the world. But then it kind of sucked because then obviously we got into our first fight and I wasn't able to use up all these hammers because we didn't have a dig event. So that kind of, I don't want to say backfired, but it was just unfortunate timing, just in terms of what we had available for timing because I was just out of town for work. So now we're able to do it and we're able to get some good value here and trade in these hammers that we've been hoarding for a very, very long time because, you know, you get 120 every time you purchase them, but, and I don't get any bundles or anything like that. I try to get 30 from the archaeological dig event. That was pretty nice. We got an 8. And then I buy them out every single time for about 24,000 gems is the cost. So I buy it out every single time and then just continue to hoard it. And I try not to spend all my hammers so that way I'm able to do it every single time to some capacity. I can't get like super far every time, obviously, but I try to set myself up so I can at least get a couple levels, like maybe 1 or 2 like increments of the legendaries, because that's kind of where you get pretty decent value. So we're gonna go for the glorious goddess here. We're gonna pick up 8 of them. Yeah, if the greatest glory crits, I would for sure do infantry. I think that would be for sure the play. There we go. Got an 8 again. I think that was in the same spot it was in just a couple turns ago. Pretty solid. So let's continue going for equipment choice chests. There we go. We still have about 700 left, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like to start with the corners. I mean, the corner strategy is, in my opinion, the best one to do, and that's just where you start with the corners, or at least knock out the corners right away. That's just personally what I do. I know there's like a picture that's gone around for a while. See, corner strategy remains undefeated. I know there's a photo though where it's like, do this, and then this, and then this, and then that, and then this, and that. It's like, that's just way too complicated. It's luck, guys. Like, it's just, you can have some strategy, like you can just hope that it works, but at the end of the day, it's all luck based. There's no really like set way of doing it to get the best value. It's all luck. So best infantry pair, that is going to be BQ paired with Luce, 100%. Which I have been using this KVK, and let me tell you, it has been fantastic. That's like the 4th time it's been in this spot. So I need to get back to my basics and going for the right areas there. So let's keep on going here. We got 32 of these left. Once these run out, that's kind of where the value really dissipates. It's just not great anymore. So oh, look at that. I feel like it's been there a couple times too. Best infantry pair is Guan Scipio. Maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean, it's definitely not bad. Like, you can still use it, but it's the best? Nope. Ooh, we're getting wrecked here. Oh, there we go. All right, floor 13. We still have 600 hammers left. This is crazy. I feel like Fruit Dealer doing this, just all these stocked up. Guan Scipio was meta for 4 years. Let's see if BQ Luce is gonna be the same. I sure hope so, because I just spent like the rest of my sculptures on BQ because I maxed QSH, and then I was really debating it. I even put a poll out on my channel. I was like, okay guys, tell me what to do here, because I really don't want to spend my gold heads, but I know he's gonna be worth it, so you tell me what I should do. And overwhelming majority said to max BQ, so I went ahead, bit the bullet, maxed him, and I am so thankful I did, because he did absolutely crazy in the open field. We can take a look at some reports here shortly as well. And that's just peachy right there. I just love when we get wrecked like that. It's just so much fun. There we go. Last time's the charm, right? That's the saying. Last time's the charm. All right, floor 16 here. Let's get some more materials. I mean, this event is just so nice to just get a ton of materials and blueprints. Like, this is probably one of my favorite events. I think this is one of the best events in the game, honestly. And I even recommend free-to-play players save up gems and gem this event. It is so worth it. It is so worth it. And even for farm accounts, like, if you can get hammers on your farm accounts, you can actually get decent value in terms of just speed ups, keys, resources. Like, it's not the best event, but I mean, I've done this on farm accounts, and it actually works out nice when you have to migrate. Like, at some time, if you migrate, like, having the equipment and the materials, or the blueprints and the materials to craft stuff and just craft a ton of gathering equipment and stuff for barbarians, it's actually really nice. How did I get so many hammers? By not doing in the event, ironically, by just kind of hoarding them and not being able to. So the last time this event came around, I was talking about this earlier, I was out of town. I was in Texas for work, and I was gone the entire time this event was around. And so it was like, well, I can either do it on my own and not cover it, or I can wait until I'm back home and I can stream it the next time it comes around. That's ultimately what I decided to do, which that's like one of the biggest downsides of being a content creator, I would say, is that, like, if I'm not recording it, I don't want to do it. So like maxing a commander, I only want to do that when I'm recording. Or opening stuff, I only want to do that when I'm recording, because it's like, that's content and I don't want to miss out on content. So it's like, if I have stuff to open up, like I just did a full video on opening everything in my bag a couple days ago. So if you missed that, go check that out. But like, I don't open stuff unless I'm on stream or on a video, because it's just, if I do it when I'm not recording, then I can't post about it, right? And so it's all about content, right? But just to prove to you guys that I did not buy the bundle, where is it? Right here, it's Ample Archaeology. Did not buy it. You can see this is a $5 bundle. This gives you 10 hammers for $5. I buy out the hammers and gems every single time it comes around. Even if I can't do the event, I still buy 120 hammers, and I still do these quests to do Barbarian Force, Barbarians, and I try to get the map gathering. But map gathering is the hardest one, honestly, because a lot of times you gather 24/7 and you still don't get 10. So I don't know, man. It's just bad luck sometimes. Did not mean to do that. Oops. Stay here. All right, so we got our 30 that we need for the gloves, I believe, right? Pretty sure we did. Yes, we did. So we got our 30. So that's nice. So what else do we need? I believe we already have the boots, right? Yeah, we do. We already have the boots. Okay. And then I need the chest piece, which we have. Yep. And then what else am I missing? Oh yeah, chest piece and then boots. So, I mean, what else do we need? Honestly, that's the real question here. Is there anything else we really need? I mean, I have 500 left, so I still want to use some of them, right? I'm trying to figure out what else do I really need in terms of like upgrades, because that would be the next thing to do, is just upgrades. And I know like this one getting 1% extra damage, going for some Dragon Breath helmet, upgrade that a little bit, because like this is what I'm putting on my QSH, so it's like that's pretty darn solid. And I already have this at level 5, which is pretty nice. I have this at level 3. That plus 2% damage is actually pretty nasty. So I think the two next ones that I need are gonna be this Eternal Empire shield and the helmet. Because, I mean, I'm not upgrading yet, but in the future, that's going to be the next play for me, because it's like, at this point, I have one more set to create for archers, and then I need to finish up my siege. Right, I need to finish up this. This is the last piece for siege. And then after that, it's like just upgrading stuff, which is just crazy to think about. Having 7 fully legendary sets is just absurd to me, honestly. Alright, I have stuff on barbarian hunters for chaining some barbs. But let's go ahead, let's get, because I don't believe I have a dragon breath helmet. I don't, so I think that's gonna be the next one that we'll go for here. And how many do I need? I need 20. So if we could get 3 floors, that's gonna give us, yeah, that's gonna give us 24. So we'll do that. We'll basically go until we don't have any of these more equipment materials, because that's kind of where the value runs out with this event, is once you max those out. Because like the speed ups are okay, but I would rather not use the speed ups. More boots for march speed? Oh, that's true. How far do you have to invest into the boots for march speed though? That's pretty far to get to march speed. That's really far. Versus 1 more to get 1% damage. I'd have to get 4 more blueprints for those. So I think the helmet is still the play to get more damage, especially running QSH, because he already has a ton of march speed. So it's, the march speed is nice, but it's not as needed on other commanders. But I know what you mean. I think that's a priority later on, but right now I would say going for damage, especially with QSH, is the play. Because he's just nasty. If you have not invested into him, everyone knows I'm a certified archer hater. I despise archers. Boom. And he's amazing. I think I'm gonna say he's the best commander in the game. The words in my mouth are disgusting to say that, but I genuinely don't think there's a better commander right now than a QSH. Do you fully iconic first before critting your equipment? Yes. I would recommend that. I would not start trying to get the inscription before doing the iconics. And the main reason why is because when you inscribe it and you upgrade it, you get something. You're guaranteed some kind of upgrade. With getting the special talent, you are not guaranteed anything. And in fact, you are much more likely to not get anything for your materials and your blueprints. So there's some upside, there's a lot of upside, but the risk is also exponentially higher when you go for the special talent versus when you go for the inscription. So if you're like a rally leader, then going for the inscription is vital. You need the special talent. You need the special talent if you're going to be a rally leader or garrison. Absolutely need it. But I mean, yeah, imagine refining an accessory and getting 25%. Like that's brutal. That's so expensive to get nothing. Like imagine everything else you could do with those materials and you got nothing for it. Bro, that's awful. This Archer Commander is this OP. Can you imagine the next Cav? I don't know. I mean, Arthur was already a really good drop. So how much better is the next Cav going to be? How much more power creep are we going to get? That's the real question. Or are they going to cool it a little bit? Or are they going to make an OP rally or garrison and just a meh fielder? We don't really know, right? I'm a Pakal Herald hater. I have Pakal Herald. I can't be a hater. I have Pakal Herald. The OGs. I maxed Pakal on live stream because Redline pressured me to do it. Don't regret it though. That was That was a lot of fun. We were facing, I believe it was 1365. Either 1365 or 1307, one of the two. And they were just annihilating us. Or maybe it was 1304. It was one of the 13s, one of the really good kingdoms. And I was just getting wiped every single time I left my city. And so I got so pissed. I was like, you know what? Should I just max Pakal Herald and city pop the crap out of them? And that was when they were like the best city popping commanders in the game. And they're still good, but there's better options. Why does this keep happening? Stop doing that. And he sent me like a $20 donation and was like, do it, max them. And so I maxed Pakal on stream. Do you think Arthur will be meta for a while? I think so, yeah. Next generation Cavs gonna be mid, like Belly Prime, Wallace, and Shajar. Wouldn't shock me. I think we're due for mid commanders for Cavs, not gonna lie. And Cav people are gonna hate me saying that, but that's what I believe. So we got 4 more of these to open up, which means we can get to 1 more legendary level, and then the value significantly drops off. So these are gonna be the last ones. Hopefully we can get some good ones here. Next Cav is single target, but good damage. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I build up to 5 marches first with legendary gear before investing in iconic upgrades, 100%. And the reason why I have iconic upgrades is because I had finished my commanders. I was done. I wasn't making any more marches. I was like, I'm good with 4. I'm good with 4. And then I was like, I want 5. So I started building 5. I was like, okay, now I'm done. And then I joined 1846 and they were like, we require 6 marches. So I was like, oh, okay. And this is already after I started doing iconics. And so at that point I was like, okay, well now I need a 6th march. So I built Siege. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I need another archer. Now I'm up to 7. And so it's just, it's crazy how much further you can get and be like, oh, I need more. It's just, it's inflation, right? It's lifestyle inflation essentially, which is another issue, but that's what it's turned into, where it's like I started with 4 and I was happy with it, so I started upgrading. I started upgrading my Zeuge. I really dove into my infantry, and then it was like, oh no, let's make another one, and then let's make another one, and then another one, and now I'm on number 7. So, and like I even have the horn that I started investing into, which I don't know why I did that. That was awful. Don't recommend doing that. I mean, the unit capacity is okay, but it's like that's not worth it.